What if I told you that just 5 dumbbell exercises could preserve your strength, mobility, and independence well into your later years, while most men over 50 lose those qualities every year through workouts that wear down their joints instead of protecting them? These 5 movements are built around the key strength patterns and mobility markers that research links directly to longevity. They don't just build muscle, they keep you moving pain-free, prevent falls, and maintain the kind of functional power and control most men start losing by their 70s. Let's get started. Exercise 1. Dumbbell Goblet Squat. Ever notice how some men can't stand from a chair without using their hands by age 70, while others remain mobile and independent into their 80s? Most men over 50 ignore lower body training when the single most important predictor of longevity is the ability to squat and stand without assistance. The dumbbell goblet squat isn't just another leg exercise. It's the single most critical movement for maintaining the hip mobility, quad strength, and movement pattern that determines whether you live independently or require assistance in your later years. Research shows that lower body strength directly correlates with independent living in older adults. A study in the Journal of Gerontology found that men maintaining squat patterns after 50 had 53% lower risk of functional decline and loss of independence compared to those who stopped squatting. The front-loaded position forces your torso upright naturally, protecting your lower back while allowing deeper squats than you've achieved in years. Your hips move through full range of motion that maintains the mobility, preventing falls. Your quads and glutes build the strength that allows you to stand from chairs, climb stairs, and get off the floor without assistance. This movement pattern is the difference between independence and dependency. Here's how to perform the dumbbell goblet squat correctly. Hold one dumbbell vertically at chest height with both hands. Grip the top part of the dumbbell securely. Stand with feet shoulder width apart or slightly wider. Keep the dumbbell close to your chest throughout. Push your hips back and spread your knees apart. Lower into the deepest comfortable squat position. Keep your chest up and heels flat on ground. Go as deep as your mobility allows with perfect form. Drive through your heels and midfoot to stand. Squeeze your glutes hard at the top. Beginner option. Start by squatting to a box or bench behind you to practice sitting back to a target depth. Build depth gradually over weeks as mobility improves. You can hold the dumbbell lighter or use just body weight initially. Do 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps 3 times per week. Rest 90 seconds between sets. But if you think lower body strength alone guarantees longevity, you're missing the upper back exercise that maintains posture and prevents the rounded shoulders that make men look 20 years older. Moving on to number 2, the dumbbell rear delt fly. And this is the shoulder health and posture builder that reverses the forward shoulder position while preventing the rotator cuff injuries that destroy quality of life for men over 50. Most men develop forward shoulder posture from decades at desks and wonder why they have constant neck pain, headaches, and that hunched appearance that makes them look defeated and aged. The rear delt fly strengthens the exact muscles that pull your shoulders back into proper position while protecting your rotator cuff from the injuries that plague inactive men. Research shows that posterior shoulder strength prevents rotator cuff injuries that affect over 40% of men over 60. Men who maintained rear delt and upper back strength showed dramatically better posture, less shoulder pain, and maintained the ability to reach overhead without limitation that men with weak posterior shoulders lost. Your rear delts and upper back muscles are the only things preventing your shoulders from rounding forward permanently. The movement pattern strengthens your rotator cuff through its functional range. Your posture improves with every rep, reversing years of desk work and forward positioning. This prevents the shoulder injuries that make reaching overhead, carrying objects, and daily activities painful or impossible. Here's how to perform the dumbbell rear delt fly correctly. Hold 2 light dumbbells with palms facing each other. Hinge at your hips until torso is nearly parallel to floor. Let the dumbbells hang straight down from shoulders. Keep a slight bend in your elbows throughout. Raise the dumbbells out to your sides in a wide arc. Focus on squeezing your shoulder blades together. Your elbows should be level with your shoulders at top. Lower the dumbbells with control back to start. Don't use momentum or swing the weights. Keep your back flat and core braced throughout. Beginner option. Start with very light weights, focusing on the muscle contraction rather than weight moved. You can perform these seated bent over initially if the hinged position is too demanding. Practice squeezing your shoulder blades together. Do 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps 3 times per week. Rest 60 seconds between sets. Now, I'm about to show you the core stability exercise that protects your lower back from the chronic pain that limits activity and destroys quality of life. At number 3, we have the dumbbell dead bug. And this is the core stability and spinal protector that prevents the chronic lower back pain affecting millions of men while teaching your core to stabilize your spine during the daily movements that cause most back injuries. Most men never train core stability and wonder why their lower back hurts constantly, limiting their ability to bend over, play with grandchildren, or do yard work without pain. The dead bug teaches your core to keep your spine stable while your limbs move, building the protection that prevents the lower back injuries that sideline men. Research shows that core stability exercises reduce lower back pain more effectively than any other intervention. Men who performed anti-extension exercises like dead bugs showed 72% reduction in lower back pain episodes, while building the spinal stability that prevents future injuries during daily activities. Your core learns to prevent your lower back from arching while your arms and legs move independently. The pattern transfers directly to walking, bending, lifting, and every movement where your spine needs protection. Your abs work maximally to stabilize against the weight pulling your spine into extension. This builds the back protection that keeps you active and pain-free for decades. Here's how to perform the dumbbell dead bug correctly. Lie on your back, holding light dumbbells above your chest. Lift your legs with knees bent at 90 degrees. Press your lower back flat against the floor. Slowly lower your right arm overhead and left leg down. Your lower back must stay pressed to floor throughout. Return to starting position with control. Immediately lower your left arm and right leg. Move slowly and deliberately, not quickly. Stop immediately if your back arches off floor. Complete all reps, alternating sides. Beginner option. Start without dumbbells using just arm movements while keeping legs still. Progress to leg movements separately before combining them. You can reduce the range initially, gradually working toward full extension as core strength improves. Do 3 sets of 12 to 16 total reps, 6 to 8 per side, 3 times per week. Rest 60 seconds between sets. Coming up next is the grip strength and functional carrying exercise that research shows is one of the best predictors of how long you'll live. Our 4th exercise is the dumbbell farmer's walk. And this is the functional strength builder that research proves correlates directly with longevity because grip strength predicts mortality better than blood pressure while loaded. Carries build the real-world capacity you use constantly. Most men never train their grip strength and wonder why they struggle opening jars, carrying groceries, or maintaining their independence as they age. The farmer's walk builds grip strength that studies show is one of the most reliable predictors of longevity while developing the core stability and balance that prevents falls. Research from The Lancet shows that grip strength predicts mortality better than systolic blood pressure. Men maintaining strong grip after 50 had 46% lower all-cause mortality than those with weak grip. Loaded carries improve balance, core stability, and functional strength that maintains independence while preventing the falls that lead to hip fractures and loss of autonomy. Your grip and forearms support heavy loads that build the strength correlating with cardiovascular health and overall longevity. Your core maintains perfectly upright posture that prevents the forward lean and balance issues causing falls. Your shoulders stabilize loads overhead that maintain the strength needed for daily carrying tasks. This builds the functional capacity that research proves predicts how long you'll live independently. Here's how to perform the dumbbell farmer's walk correctly. Pick up 2 heavy dumbbells, 1 in each hand. Stand perfectly tall with shoulders back and down. Keep your core braced maximally throughout. Don't allow the weights to pull you sideways. Walk forward with controlled, deliberate steps. Keep your shoulders completely level. Breathe normally despite the load on your grip. Walk for distance or time while maintaining posture. Set the weights down with control when grip fails. Rest and repeat for multiple sets. Beginner option. Start with lighter dumbbells and shorter distances of 20 to 30 yards. Focus on perfect upright posture rather than distance covered. You can gradually increase weight and distance as grip strength improves. Do 3 sets of 40 to 80 yards 3 times per week. Rest 90 seconds between sets. And finally, let's get into the hip mobility exercise that prevents falls and maintains the movement quality, determining whether you walk normally or shuffle like an elderly person. Finally, we have the dumbbell lateral lunge. And this is the hip mobility and lateral strength builder that maintains the movement patterns preventing falls while eliminating the chronic lower back pain caused by tight hips that most men develop. Most men lose hip mobility completely by 60 and wonder why they shuffle when walking, can't change direction without stumbling, and have constant lower back pain from their hips compensating. The lateral lunge maintains hip mobility and lateral strength that research shows directly correlates with fall risk and walking mechanics. Research shows that hip mobility directly correlates with fall risk in older adults, with falls being the leading cause of injury death in men over 65. Men who maintained hip mobility and lateral strength showed 63% fewer falls and maintained normal walking patterns that men with limited hip mobility lost, developing the shuffling gait associated with aging and increased fall risk. Your hips move through lateral ranges that daily life never provides, but are critical for balance and fall prevention. The movement pattern stretches your adductors while building single-leg strength. Your hip capsules maintain the mobility, allowing normal walking mechanics instead of the shuffling pattern predicting falls. This prevents the falls that lead to hip fractures, nursing homes, and loss of independence. Here's how to perform the dumbbell lateral lunge correctly. Hold dumbbells at your sides with arms hanging naturally. Stand with feet together in starting position. Take a wide step to your right side. Push your hips back and bend your right knee. Lower into a lateral lunge position. Your left leg stays straight throughout. Keep your chest up and weight through your right heel. Push through your right foot to return to standing. Immediately step to your left side and repeat. This should stretch your inner thighs deeply. Beginner option. Start without dumbbells or hold just one light dumbbell at chest height. Only go as deep as comfortable initially. You can hold onto a door frame or rack for support if balance is challenging. Build depth and stability gradually over weeks. Do 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps per side 3 times per week. Rest 90 seconds between sets. You don't need complicated programs or hours in the gym to maintain strength and longevity after 50. This complete workout addresses the specific movement patterns and strength markers that research shows predict how long you'll live independently. The training frequency isn't arbitrary. Research shows that strength training 3 times per week produces optimal adaptations in muscle retention, joint health, and functional capacity for men over 50. Your body responds to this frequency by maintaining the strength and mobility that declining men lose, while allowing adequate recovery between sessions that older bodies require. Here's your complete longevity workout to perform 3 times per week. A. Dumbbell goblet squat. 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. Rest 90 seconds. B. Dumbbell rear delt fly. 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps. Rest 60 seconds. C. Dumbbell dead bug. 3 sets of 12 to 16 total reps. Rest 60 seconds. D. Dumbbell farmer's walk. 3 sets of 40 to 80 yards. Rest 90 seconds. E. Dumbbell lateral lunge. 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps per side. Rest 90 seconds. Training guidelines. Perform this workout on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, with complete rest days between sessions. Rest 90 seconds between sets for squats, walks, and lateral lunges. Rest 60 seconds for rear delt flies and dead bugs, as they're less systemically demanding. For men over 50 starting this program, begin conservatively with lighter weights than you think necessary. Master the movement patterns before adding serious load. You may need to reduce volume initially. 2 sets instead of 3 is fine while building work capacity and ensuring recovery. Follow this program consistently for years, training 3 times per week with focus on perfect form over maximum weight. You'll maintain capabilities that most men lose by 60. You'll walk without pain at 70. You'll get off the floor without assistance at 80. You'll live independently instead of requiring care.